The crowd didn't know what to expect when two quiet teenagers stepped onto the AGT stage. Barefoot, dressed in simple white uniforms, they looked nothing like the towering presence of martial arts legends. They were small, calm, almost invisible in the bright lights until the moment their story began. Arjun and Meera, siblings from a tiny village in southern India, had trained every morning on dusty ground behind their home. They didn't have mats. They didn't have mirrors. Their weapons were carved from discarded wood. Their inspiration was their late grandfather, a master of Kalaripayattu, who used to tell them, "Strength does not come from muscle. It comes from spirit." Years later, standing on the world's biggest stage, they carried that spirit with them. When the music started, the entire room shifted. Arjun launched forward with a spinning strike that sliced the air like lightning. Meera countered with a leap so sharp and precise the judges instinctively pulled back. Their movements were fast but meaningful. Dangerous yet breathtaking. Every motion told a story of discipline, survival, and devotion. Then came the moment that made the audience gasp. Arjun held a flaming staff. Meera sprinted toward him. She flipped Emitter over, the burning weapon, landing in complete stillness. The flames reflected in her eyes. The crowd erupted, but they weren't done. Together, they performed a synchronized sequence, so impossibly fast, the cameras struggled to keep up. It was power. It was beauty. It was India's ancient martial heritage, brought to life with fearless elegance. By the time the final strike echoed through the auditorium, the room was on its feet. The judges clapped, stunned, their faces lit with disbelief. One judge leaned forward and said, voice trembling, "I've never seen anything like this in my life." This wasn't just martial arts. This was poetry with fire. Arjun and Meera exchanged a glance, eyes shining, breath shaking. They had crossed oceans, survived doubt, fought fear, and honored their grandfather's memory. They had shown the world what two kids from a forgotten village could become. Then, the golden buzzer hit. Gold rained down like a blessing from the heavens. The siblings froze, overwhelmed, then fell into each other's arms, crying, laughing, shaking. They weren't just auditioning. They were rewriting their destiny. They were carrying an entire culture with them, and they had just stunned the world.